I'm Nakafeero Swabulah. I'm a queer leader and a proud lesbian advocating for about 100 to 200 LGBTQ refugees in Kenya Kakuma refugees camp. Living in Kenya Kakuma refugees camp as an LGBTQ refugee, it is like living in the grave for the rest of your life. Kenya Kakuma refugees camp, for those who don't know it, it is located in Kenya, northwestern Turkana area, and it has over 2,000 LGBTQ refugees who are passing through the homophobic situation and challenges. I feel my home country, Uganda, because of being persecuted. Once they wanted to slaughter me like a goat because of my orientation, sex orientation. They wanted to kill me. They wanted to slaughter me. Suddenly, they burnt my mom and my sister in the house, knowing that I was inside the house, yet I had already escaped to my nearby friend who had helped me to come to the Kenya Kakuma refugees camp. That night, I heard the news about the lost child and the bunch of my mom and my little sister in the house. Right now, I can say that I have no family at all. Right now, the family I have, it is the family for my fellow LGBTQ refugees whom I advocate for. Yeah.
And what are the needs right now of the people in your group?
Right now, we are really in starvation. We don't have nothing to eat as our fundraiser. It hasn't really been good at all. We as lesbians, we just choose polythene bags, dirty clothes for our periods, which affect us and our private parts with infection and itching. Young babies, like the little ones, they walk barefooted with no shoes and even clothes in their bodies. Lesbians, they do sell themselves for promises such as sanitary pads, clothes, shoes, food to eat, and even shelters. Though, sadly, the homophobic people end up not paying them any single coin on any single money or giving them any single help, and they end up affecting them with HIV and infections such as candidiasis, among others. Yet the hospital of the UN SARA, one of it is called Clinic 7. We have no medication there at all. Many people are dying from there because of the homophobic of this place. No one like LGBTQ over here. When I talk about food, the UN SARA itself, each and every month they give out 1 kilogram of food, 1 of sorghum, and a cup of cooking oil, which they claim to say that it must take us for almost 1 month, though it can't even drive us for a week. So in this, I'm kindly requesting anyone who can really help us so that we can get some food stuff to eat, even if for every month, because like my group, I do buy needs for each and every week. Foodstuffs, sanitary pads, pampers for young kids, shoes, toys. As you know, toys sometimes, as one day Juliana told me that it helped to boost babies' immunities, and I do thank everyone, each and everyone who helped us to contribute and to contribute to us, and they gave us things for the little ones. I did appreciate for everything. We received the package, though I'm sorry that my phone had some problems. As you know, even the weather wasn't good, so I couldn't manage to get any videos of the distribution of the things. But we really appreciate we received the package, and I took I think like 1 to 2 photos I sent to Juliana. We
Yeah.
saw that we received the package
Right,
with her
right. I
hand.
got that. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, thanks for talking about that. Of course, it's no problem that you don't have the videos or photos of the distribution of it. It's a package for the others watching and listening. It's a package that I sent, I think, like 2 months ago now, which
yeah,
had some children's shoes and clothes in it, and some toys and stuffed animals. Um, and this getting this package to the camp wasn't that easy. Um, in the first place, it's quite expensive to ship. Like it was 230 euros upfront, and
yeah,
then it got delayed in customs. And I
yeah,
actually, it was requested of me that I present a Kenyan tax number. Now, of course, you, Nakafeero, you don't have a Kenyan tax number because you are a refugee from Uganda and not a Kenyan citizen, right? And of course, people in a refugee camp generally cannot be expected to have a tax number of the country they
yeah,
are in because they are not from that country generally and also don't have asylum there yet, right? Um,
exactly.
so I had to ask a friend of a friend who is from Kenya to for a Kenyan tax number. She didn't have one, but her sister had one, and then she gave that to me, and that's how we could present the Kenyan tax number to the Kenyan customs. Then they shipped it in, and I think it cost like 70 euros then in fees for the importation of the shipment. So it was complicated, but in the end it worked out. And we have learned, of course, something about how this generally works and what could be complications on the way. So yeah, it's very good that it did arrive. At the same time, as Nakafeero has just told you, there is like dire need of food, of sanitary pads for lesbians in the camp, and measures of security, right? Like you have, could you talk a bit about the fence that you've built and like the need for shelters that you have?
Yeah, I would like once again to talk about the medication because even it
Okay.
is one of the most problem which really disturbs me a lot. Like right now, I'm somehow sick and not feeling good at all. Although I haven't got any medication at the moment. Medication, it is one of the main problem apart from food. Food is the main one, but medication, it is one of the most dangerous thing which mostly disturb us all over here.
And you need like the money for the fundraisers also for getting medication that is needed, right? I will show it once again. There were already great things done with this money, like this fence here being built, but the situation continues, of course, to be very bad, like in terms of medication, food, and all of that. So the help
Yeah,
is still very much needed.
I would like once again to thank Juliana for the previous streams we had because we gained a lot of money in that. We even gained some money for our construction of our fence, and I thank each and everyone who contributed to our construction of the fence. We had the fence done, and though we have no shelters at all right now, no money has been in our fundraiser, and starvation had been really her biggest problem, and I was very stressed a lot though. most of the people, when I come out and I try to explain the situation that we are passing through in the Kenya Kakuma refugees camp, most of the people say that we are scammers, we are lying, and everything. But I would like to thank Juliana for your good heart and believing me and trusting me and working with me. I think we are now going in some good methods, working with Juliana and helping us. We even have team members, our other team members who work with us in this struggle. I had my Mastodon account. I'm not sure whether Juliana, you know that app called Mastodon.
Yeah.
Was advocating through that app and using it. It was really very nice for us, and I used to gain some funds and donation to help us. Though maybe the moderators thought that it is like a scam, lying, and everything.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
there's also some mass reporting happening often, like from people who want to like hurt you, you know, like there are of course many people who in the world, unfortunately, who don't like LGBTQ people, who don't like refugees, and then they will say let's mass report this account so they cannot get any more money. And that's unfortunately how it often works, I think.
exactly. They blocked like 5 to 3 of my accounts. The fundraiser has spent almost 2 to 3 weeks without any single coin at all or any single donation.
Yes,
While
I saw
forward,
that.
and I was so stressed because of that. Because each and every week, hope Juliana, I know that you know that very well, that each and every week I have to buy products for my members, and I have to make sure that they eat. Each and every week I have to buy for them food to eat and some detergents for ladies. I have to buy pampers for kids. I have to buy each and everything, the responsibility and everything. It is on me. So whenever I say that, it really put me on a lot of stress, and maybe it is some of the reason why I wasn't even feeling well. I remember Juliana, we wanted to stream, maybe it was Wednesday last week.
Yeah,
it was Wednesday. But I told her that I'm not really well. Maybe we will stream on Monday, because by then I was stressed a lot and not feeling well at all.
We will, I think, be able to do at least one more stream in December and next month. And I will see after that. But yeah, the last donation that's in was 3 weeks ago. So it's really greatly needed. And you also heard that this fundraiser is getting reported as a fraud, which it is definitely not. Like I can attest that. And I can also attest that this money is definitely getting used for the survival of the people living there. You can also see that on here, like several instances of like how it's been used. Yeah, since it's so hard for the refugees themselves to keep sharing this, it's because right there they are the ones getting reported as scammers. If you do it, if you share this fundraiser, you can like use the privilege of not being under that basic suspicion all the time. Lives depend on that. And I also wanted to talk to you now about the tragic loss of a life in Kakuma. He was a gay man, I think, Semwanga, who died recently, like a couple of weeks ago. And could you maybe talk a bit about that, what you know about what happened, what the police have been doing about it, and the UNHCR?
We lost one of our beloved ones, Semwanga, who was one of the gang members. He was poisoned by the homophobic people. As I told you that a lot of starvation here in the camp. So whenever someone is hungry, we can go yarning, asking for food, asking neighbors for food. And I think some of the homophobic neighbors, they poisoned him while helping him, giving him food, they ended up poisoning the food. And our beloved brother, he ended up died. They found him lonely in the house when he's already dead in the morning. The police hasn't given any serious document because whenever we try to ask, they say that they still making postmortem. Yeah, and making maybe some more research about the death and everything. I don't know whether they took her to the mortuary, whether what or what, but they haven't bring back the body of Semwanga up to now.
Do you know how old he was?
I think Semwanga was somewhere, maybe I think 25,
Yeah.
23, 22 over there. Yeah.
Yeah. So a very young life has been lost. It's very extremely tragic and of course related to the situations that you are talking about in the camp, and also the lack of effective measures of either protection or resettlement, either protection in the situation the people are in, or getting people to somewhere where it's actually safe. Both of these tasks seem to be tasks that the UNHCR is definitely failing at.
Anyone who can help us in sharing our fundraiser, advocating for us, supporting us, helping us each and every month, I can say like that, we will really be appreciated, and helping us in medication, clothing, detergents, foodstuff, shoes, everything someone can do for us so that we can live a better living, and evaluating us. Anyone who knows any help on how we can go out of this death trap, we are ready to work with you, and we shall be very, 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 very grateful for any help from your people. We really need your help, the world and everyone who is watching the stream today. We really need help. We have LGBTQ refugees in Kenya Kakuma refugees camp.
So anyone who is themselves streaming, making videos, who is a reporter, who is seeing this, you can definitely also help in this, in bringing in more people who will talk about this situation. If more people keep talking about it, it gets at the same time easier for the individuals, and also more effective, and getting heard more widely. And this is really really, really needed. I know there's of course a lot of extremely terrible stuff happening in the world more generally right now, and I know that it's all very, very much that you might hear in these sort of catastrophic informations about stuff getting happening in the world, but this is really one case. The refugees, the queer refugees in Kakuma, is really a case that's definitely being overlooked. There's not really anyone reporting on it in a consistent manner. Sometimes these stories come out when the worst things have already happened. That's sometimes when you hear about news from there, but we don't want the worst things to happen, right? We want people to stay alive, to also have better lives. And this is really like a thing and like necessary in international LGBTQIA plus solidarity. So is there anything more that you would like to add?
I would request each and everyone who has any single coin, even if it is a coin, it makes a difference in our lives. We really need support as we are going into December. All of you know about the Christmas ceremony. I'm so worried about it because I even don't know how we're gonna overcome the ceremonies because we have to organize some food, like some special food, because our daily food I used to buy some posho, I buy some beans, like sometimes I change, I buy some rice. But I think when it is a special day, I have to organize something special for my fellow, like a good rice, a good meat, chicken, and everything. I would request each and everyone to please help me organize a wonderful Christmas for my fellow LGBTQ refugees because we really need your help.
We will definitely stay in contact, and I will see you soon, hopefully.
Thank you so much, Julian, love and solidarity. I know one day we shall overcome this homophobic situation when we fight together as LGBTQ. We are all the same family. Yeah, together we can.